Man, I love telepacks. Good item. Okay, I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that lizard somehow. I mean, I was gonna die to either the spikes, which was calculated, or the floor, which was not calculated. What's in the shop? Is there a freeze ray? Alright, we have to do this. Remember when I said this was a CO extravaganza, and can you believe I already don't want to go there anymore? Anyone who's familiar to the channel already knows what we're doing here. I'm assuming I don't die. The shopkeeper got booped off by that thing. He's out of position, so we can just leave. Oh, you know it. Alright, we should be forgiven now. I don't trust... Okay, it's very little knockback. I forgot, like, how much knockback the power pack freeze ray has. It's very little. By all accounts, I should really go jungle. Ooh, I almost whipped the bombs. I do need to get some ropes, so if I see an opportunity, we're gonna have to go for that. Ropes will make this easier. Okay, so here we are, in a place I probably ought not to be. Oh god, what did I just do down there? Oh, what have I done? Nothing of consequence, actually. That does not matter at all. It is not in the way. Okay, I'm poor. I cannot afford those. Oh, fuck that. I don't want to deal with that. I'm just bombing. I think that thing's the end of the run. We're not messing with that rock dog. It's too powerful. That thing emits an aura of just like pure terror into my heart. Right, this is not a terribly fast volcano here. A little gross. Please don't. Magmars, please don't. Just a second here. Okay, there we go. Okay, that level wasn't too awful. That's great, except none of that stuff is helpful for what I'm trying to do. Not two lava manners, please don't. Ooh. Oh, there's fire everywhere. I hate this. Get out of the way. Alright, this volcano sucks. Let me get some extra health. This is pretty quick. Alright, we're out of there. How many bombs? I got 4 bombs. I'm just gonna fight Olmec and save them. I don't know what my Draining Tiamat PB is, but I think we're not going to save that much time by actually doing the Olmec fight normally. Or by doing the fast Olmec fight. Which is 3 bombs, like, anyways, instead of 4, so I'd be really low on bombs for the rest of the run, and I do need some in Tiamat to make that go faster. And if you don't know what I'm doing here, you can either look up, like, I think it's just called Draining Tiamat on Moss Ranking, but you can look that category up, or you can just wait and enjoy the surprise. What's in there? Oh, cool. Garbage. And more garbage. 133. That sounds about right. I really wish I had some ropes. I'm surprised I didn't take fall damage from that. That can't be a ton shop, so there's no point in really going into that secret door. Now let's grab the health real quick. I'm not gonna bother with that turkey. Maybe I should have, like, stolen those bombs. Would have saved me some time here. These are not very good tide pool levels. Oh, no! Not like this! Fuck! Why is this always when that happens? Alright. Maybe we'll get another one. You have a freeze ray, buddy? Those are ropes. Cool. I don't want those anymore. I'm sad now. Alright, so we need to go kill the Yetis, because the Yeti King, I think, has like a 10% chance to drop a freeze ray. Oh, that's cool. I thought that would bounce differently. There, I need him to come a little further. Nope, no luck. Alright, we still have a couple chances to get a freeze ray before this is just over. You know what, he was... Oh my god, it's Christmas. The true Christmas is here. The only gift this is really the gift that I wanted. That was not the gift I wanted. Go fuck yourself, Callie. I don't need you. I have a freeze ray. I'm gonna go get myself blown up now. How are we doing on bombs? Really badly is how we're doing on bombs. Can you blow yourself up, please? Okay, that didn't help at all. Is that elevator gone? Okay, I think that elevator's gone. It's gone. The Yetis saved the run, but not in the way anyone expected. What are the odds of a freeze ray in a crate? It's not like excessively low or anything, but I wonder what it is. You know, let's just get rid of this. In retrospect, I think I could have just like whipped through it and stunned the All Might, but yeah, let's not risk that. Right, this should be a safe elevator cycle. Excellent. 1 in 200. Okay, that's actually pretty bad. Not as bad as the jetpack. I think the jetpack's 1 in 500. And this is, all things considered, a pretty bad Draining Tiamat run. Like, I'm not well equipped for this. I don't have very many bombs. I could have died to that spark trap if it just happened to be in a different spot. Let's rope. We have ropes. Why am I risking these drops when I don't have to do that? We're not playing low percent. We can actually check where the spark traps are and not just die to them. What a luxury. I don't like that cycle. I saw the one over there and decided not to go for it. Hermit Crab, Jetty. Well, I mean, I think somebody has the stats for this. I don't know what the crate odds are on Hermit Crabs. It might be like 1 in... I'm tempted to say 3 in 10, but I'm not actually sure what the odds are for that. And then it would be the jetpack odds, which are 1 in 500. So whatever that math works out to. Okay, so Draining Tiamat. There are a lot of water particles in the Tiamat level, and every time you hit one with the freeze ray, it gets turned into an ice chunk, and then that ice chunk gets sent to the back rooms, and that water particle is essentially gone forever. So Draining Tiamat is a wacky category where you just remove all the water from the level, and that causes a graphical glitch that confirms that you did it, and then you exit the level. So we're going to be here for a while. I'm thinking, how am I going to kill Tiamat without losing my freeze ray? And I think the answer is rope up, freeze her in the face, and then just jump on her. I can't like put the freeze ray down, and I have to make sure I don't take fall damage, or I might drop it in the water. And then we bomb out the floor a little bit and just lay some ropes and have at it. Alright, so we do that. We deal with whatever enemy she spawns here. It's a mosquito. And then we use our last 2 bombs over there, because those are probably the most efficient. And actually, I squandered those bombs. That didn't really help that much, did it? Alright, well anyways, we start roping and we start freezing. So chat, if you had any questions, any thoughts, or if you needed to go take a 20-minute bathroom break, you go right ahead. So let's see, what's the rhythm for this? Okay, it's about this fast, I think. Good category. I can't, like, we can't just not take this category. The game gave me a backup freeze ray in the Yeti caves. Like, this was meant to happen. I'm trying to remember, like, while I do this, let me try to remember, like, what the mechanisms are for this. I think the water goes down pretty far. There's going to be, like, a fake, like, water shader, and the water droplets actually go down considerably farther than that. And I think you know you're hitting the water imposter if you see the ice chunks form directly under your character, or something like that. I don't remember the details of it. If anybody, any aficionados of this category in chat, can inform me about like inefficiencies in my technique, I'd love to know about it. I can just sit back. I just got one hand on the keyboard. Just trying to keep a rhythm here. And as far as the firing rate, I don't actually remember what the firing rate is for this either. Power Pack cuts it in half, which is why this is an important item to have if you're going to do this awful category. If you look hard enough, you can actually see it. I'll explain what you're looking for. It's very hard to see it, especially on like a 720p stream, but if you lean in, the water droplets that are real on the top of the water actually look a little bit different. Like, you see they're a little bit more hazy. There's like tiny little bubbles in the water. Those are the real ones. And basically like the top 2 or 3 layers of water particles have an additional like bubble texture on top of them. And then the imposter water is always a smooth, like just blue color. So you can probably see that it's a little bit like hazy looking on top. Those are the things that we're freezing. And you'll notice the water level is going down. It was all the way up to where like the corals are on the wall, and we've got it down a couple blocks. So that's the premise of this. And somebody like checks the numbers. I don't remember how many like thousands of water droplets are in this room, but it's finite and very much possible to remove every single one. And the devs didn't think anyone would do it because for some reason the existence of a liquid water entity in the level is the thing that decides whether or not the water shader renders. So you'll see something interesting happen if we finish this. And I say if we finish this because it's not impossible that I somehow drop my freeze ray in the water. Though I would have to be trying pretty hard to drop the freeze ray off of this rope. I would most likely like do an accidental ledge flip. Captain, you might want to like go back to the grocery store because I'll still be doing the same thing when you get back again. No, I did not CO99. I died. It was tragic. And for some reason, this is what we're doing instead. But welcome back. Hope you got yourself some Doritos or whatever it is you like, I don't know. The line will be low on the 4th block from the bottom of the throne island. Okay. But I do believe we're still freezing water. Maybe it makes a different sound, I think, is what happens. And yeah, the water goes, I think, 1 additional tile below the imposter. So, like, you see this flat surface here? Now you might be able to spot it. Like, where the water droplets actually are. Like, you see some, like, thin, like, flat horizontal layers of, like, fog underneath the otherwise seamless texture. Those are the water droplets, and you can see they're actually below the surface of the water, and that's because there's something known as an imposter lake, which is basically just a big volume of water that the game treats as water. But it isn't actually droplets, so you can't move them around or anything, you can't get rid of them. And the real water particles are sitting on top of that right now, and we're freezing the real particles. And I believe it goes down 1 tile underneath this before the water actually cuts off. Don't have a lot more to say, so again, anyone have questions, preferably relating to the game and not weird real-life stuff, because I'm not going to get too personal, then fire away. Also, you heard that sound for a second there? I think that means I'm freezing the wrong water, and I need to move when that happens. You heard a slightly higher pitch, like, freezing noise? That's when I need to, like, move a little bit. Hopefully those ones down there on the left don't give me trouble. I don't know what the bomb situation looks like. Yeah, you hear that high pitch one every now and then. I believe that is me misfiring and not hitting anything useful. Oh, there you go. You see it? You see what's happening on the right? I'm hitting the actual droplets now, further and further away from me. So this is where the water droplets end. Need to get the ones over there. Okay, we're not getting too much efficiency because the ones on the left are in the way. Alright, we've almost taken care of all those. Alright, we got all those. Let's go to this side now. This is where I need to be careful not to drop this, and we'll have to go back for a few water droplets, because like a few just rolled into the pit on the right, so we'll have to go back and do a cleanup pass after we're done here. And so this is a bad rope. I can do this in the middle to get more efficiency. But we're about halfway done. I had to freeze a droplet. You have to get every single droplet of water to get it to trigger the shader glitch, and that's how you know that you did the category. And then you can leave. But I'm not doing this on controller because I can just like seamlessly switch which finger I'm hitting the keyboard with. Like I'm using my ring finger right now to do this instead, just to give the index finger a rest for a moment. Little fish, you better not get in my way. You're gonna get hit by that freeze shot and die. Don't do it. I wonder if that fish can get hit by that, or if it has to be in the imposter water. Maybe the water droplets always take priority over that. Because that's the reason why you can only do that with Humphead near the bottom of the lake. I think if you try to have a co-op ghost freeze Humphead at the top of the lake, it never works, and I believe that's because the real water droplets always block the freeze shots. They have priority for the collision. But down near the bottom, for whatever reason, the imposter lake doesn't have priority, I think. I don't know, there's some jank with how the game handles that interaction. Okay, so let's see here. We got like I think a tile and a half of water to drain. I guess the scuffed bombs didn't really matter, so I guess it wasn't too important to have bombs here. It might have helped a little bit. It would have allowed me to deal with some water in the middle, but I should have placed them a little further to the left and the right, I think, to get the most value out of them. Or just have more bombs, so I don't have any terrain there. Oh well. This was already a blessed run just because I got the late freeze ray, so I'm not going to complain too much about not having bombs. I had an opportunity to get like 27 bombs and I passed it up, so it's on me really. Yeah, it was 2-4. There was no aggro, but I was poor, so I would have had to aggro him again, and I didn't... Wait, was it 2-4? I know it was Volcana. Was it actually 2-4? Was I that dumb? I could have just robbed them, but I thought it was in the middle of Volcana. Maybe you're right. Yeah, if it was 2-4, I would have just gotten forgiven on Olmec, or after Olmec. So maybe I was just a big dummy. It was 2-4. I believe chat more than myself, honestly. I don't even know if I would have thought of that if I had, like, rubbed enough brain cells together to realize I should probably get those bombs. Oh, it didn't cost us that much time in the long run, because I didn't really need to bomb through that Neobab. I don't think it would have saved me too much time to bomb in any of that area. Alright, here we are. So we get some hinking noises. So we're going to move down a little bit. I think the, like... I don't know. I'm not actually sure what that hinking noise means, the high pitch one. I think that means I'm refreezing an ice chunk, if I'm not mistaken. So we just don't want to hear that sound, because every shot that makes that sound is a wasted shot. I think that means you're refreezing an ice chunk. And I believe we have 4 more layers of water droplets to clear out here. And each layer is about a quarter of a tile. Or maybe a fifth. I don't quite remember how they stack up. Getting down to 3 layers now. Oh, I want to hear that sound. You'll also see me alternate sides when that starts happening. Now, we might be down to 1 or 2. I think we're down to 1. And then I need to go over to the right, and I also see a few water droplets trapped in a spot, like, underneath the terrain to my right. I'm gonna have to knock those out. Okay, let's adjust a little bit. It's not ideal. The water's not really flowing into me very efficiently. Yeah, it is 2 layers. I see another one starting to draw particles. I'm sorry, Ivy Raiders, that this is what we ended up doing, but I appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully this is at least vaguely interesting. These are the categories that like top speedrunners don't want you to know about. The categories where even rejects like me can actually like run them and try to like make it amusing. This is world record pace. I highly doubt it. I'm sure like TV Robot or something has like a pacifist fucking Draining Tiamat run that's better than mine. Let's go over here. Okay, I might have actually rustled the water droplets out of that area over there. Oh, there it is! Nice, we didn't have to go check the side. I think I PB'd. Sub 20, let's go. So the water droplets that rolled off onto the right must have evaporated. They were isolated enough that I didn't have to worry about them. I was kind of hoping that would happen, but I was expecting like 3 or 4 droplets to be clumped up on the right, but we got lucky. They evaporated on their own. There we go. That's the only PB that matters. Who cares about that TP Sunken City % run I did? Alright, world record 16 by Matthew. Yeah, like, if I had gotten here faster, I could have had a more competitive time, but I did not get here very quickly. Like, the God run would basically be like if you had like a jetpack teleporter run and then like a 6-3 shop that just had a power pack and a freeze ray in it. Or even like being able to drop those items off in Waddler or something and then get a jetpack, but like there's so much RNG that would go into that happening that I'll just take a start with the power pack and freeze ray and just go from there. So the run got saved in the ice caves by a crate. Not even the Yeti King, just a crate had the freeze ray that we needed after I lost the first one. Oh, what a happy day. Unfortunately, this does not improve my Moss ranking at all. For some reason, it's not a main category. Don't know why.